common causes of places where poi would be most likely to lead to an injury if you don't have some good strategies for your practice?
Okay, well, to begin, overuse is one of the most common causes of injury, especially for repetitive strain injuries. And so that would be a situation where you're trying to learn a new skill and you're practicing like mad and you're doing it over and over and over again to try to get it perfect, and you're using the same muscle groups repeatedly. And so what happens is your body doesn't have the strength or endurance specifically to withstand that volume of practice, and so it starts to get inflamed and irritated. So that's one of the common causes in poi practice. And another one would be that there's an imbalance in your body between your flexibility, right, and the strength that you have. So stability is all about a balance between strength and flexibility. And so here Nick has put his shoulder into quite an extreme range of motion, and it's really great to be nice and flexible, but you also need to be strong in those positions, because remember, you are using your muscles in those positions to move your body. So stretching just isn't enough. You have to be strong, and you have to have a nice balance between the strength and the flexibility components. Moving on from there, having a look at your alignment and the way that you move your body are two important contributors to injury in poi. So, right, faulty alignment, no good. Your body is designed to balance in a certain way and move in a certain way. And so when you have a bad posture, as what we described in our previous videos, or you move your body in a way that it isn't designed to move, so shoulders up around your ears, you could, you could be promoting injury in your body in your poi practice.
I see that it hurts just doing that.
Yeah, it will. So, yeah, definitely balance and posture and alignment are important parts contributing to health, or when they're not lining up right, into injury. Poi spinners put their bodies into extreme ranges of motion in order to achieve these beautiful geometric shapes and symmetry in the geometric shapes that is part of the goal. So we need to remember,
this one.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good example, because it's beautiful to watch, but you really are putting your arm at the furthest it can go into an extreme range of motion.
And this is one of the places, a lot of what we're talking about, what's biomechanically better, like the good posture, also makes you look better. It also feels better.
Right.
Many of these principles, they look better and they're healthy. But with poi, there's this one thing of where sometimes if you really reach, you'll get a better geometric pattern with the poi. But in getting that geometric pattern, you're actually compromising your body in that example.
Yeah, and that's an important point to consider for sure, is that what looks good in terms of where the poi is in space may be actually a risk factor for injury. So we will offer up some strategies where you can still practice these things that look beautiful, but you can do it in a way that's safe for your body.
People, they get obsessed with stalling, and it's all about stall, these stalling patterns.
Exactly.
Which sometimes it's rapid fire with them. So
yeah, exactly. So what happens there is as you're stalling, you have to decelerate the movement and then quickly accelerate it to get it to go in the opposite direction. So that phase of decelerating, accelerating, moving, stopping, it is a risk factor for injury. So again, we'll look at the stalls and how you can strengthen in those ranges and promote a healthy, strong body so you can do the stalls but not get injured.
And you were also saying, we were talking about just balancing everything you do.
Yes. Like in life, balance is key, right? So if you're always spinning forward, or if you're always spinning inward, right, and you're never spinning outward, you're going to end up with an imbalance in the muscular strength and tone in your body. So you want to make sure that you're always spinning equally forwards, backwards, clockwise, counterclockwise, inwards, outwards. So try to spend the same amount of time spinning in each direction, because if you only go in one direction, you could be setting yourself up for injury.
And a good, again, this is one of those things that will also look good and will feel better. So a good point, especially in the beginning, if you have the habit that whenever I'm facing, the forest, I'm going to be inwards. And then from there, I really try to play with all four directions. That's going to take me through inwards, opposites, outwards, and the other opposites, which is inherently going to balance the muscle groups as well.
Exactly, yeah. And another point to consider is, are you spending the same amount of time in each direction? So if you're spending 5 minutes going clockwise and then, oh, I did 30 seconds going counterclockwise, that's not enough. It needs to be dispersed in terms of number of rotations or how much time you're spending in each direction.
So keep all that in mind, and we keep going further into this in some of the following videos, and just and remember that a lot of this, it's going to be better for your body, and it's going to feel better, and it's going to look better.
Yeah.
So all good stuff to keep in mind. Playpoi, attack!